Hey everybody, and welcome to the Queen of Light 1111 YouTube channel. This is Queen of Light 1111 here with your energy check-in. So there is a lot to unpack here, and the first thing that I want to say is that Divine Feminine's watching this. You already know. You already know what's up. It's like for those of you who are really tapped in, not in your distorted energy, you know there is a shift. You know there is a breakthrough. You know what is happening. It's like even if you're in the energy where you're kind of like, I don't really know what's going on, you know what's going on. You do know. If you take the time to quiet the chatter of the mind, of the ego, of the wound, and really sit in your own energy, you know what's happening. And so the bottom of the deck for Divine Feminine is we see that Divine Feminine really sees and is aware that her masculine is shifting into the king energy. Masculine is, she knows it. As much as her ego or her wound or her distortion, when she's kind of feeling stressed or anxious, or if she's thinking about it, as much as those energies sometimes can overtake her, in her truest intuition, in the depth of her soul, she knows that her masculine is going through a shift, that her masculine is going through a breakthrough. So she feels this. She knows that there is a shift occurring in her masculine, and then will ultimately shift the dynamics of their connection. So in feminine's overall energy towards masculine, she knows that this connection is suspended at this time. It is suspended because there is someone learning a lesson, that this masculine is learning a lesson, and that any movement forward right now cannot happen until that breakthrough, until that clarity, until that rebalancing has occurred. She is wise enough to know that, yeah, we can't move forward yet. We can't move forward yet, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to move forward. But when she thinks about her masculine, there is stress, there is anxiety, there are fears that keep her from her truth, keep her from her soul's knowledge. And the stress has to do with communication. The stress has to do with, we're not talking, we're not moving forward. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if he's going to be divine masculine, if he's going to get it together, if he's going to be able to finish his work and get things done. So I feel like in her headspace that gets chatty, there is energy around stress and anxiety and fears if he's ever going to be able to step up. But in her heart space, this is where she's really working on bringing in balance, the heart and the soul energy. It just feels like, she knows that one person is ready and the other is not. And the Temperance twin flame angel is working with both of them to bring the union back to balance. So she's really focusing on healing this energy of her own defensiveness, this energy of I have to be strong all the time, that I'm in this energy of my strength and my power. Well, she is, but you don't want to use that strength and power and build a wall around you. Okay, if you have strength and if you are in your personal power, you don't need a wall. You know you are strong enough to handle anything that comes at you. So she's really working on bringing those defenses down, bringing those barriers down, because she's strong enough to handle anything that comes at her. In her environment as related to masculine, here's that epiphany. The clarity is that she needs to stand in her own abundance, in her own strength, in her own power. That rejection is protection right now. And frankly, it is the divine's intervention. It is allowing her to continue to see her value and her worth. And as she sees her, masculine will see his. So what's her perspective on this connection? Her perspective on the connection is that there is this union, there is this love, there is this joy, and that there is a retreat from it because we are focusing on forgiving ourselves. We are focusing on our own heart. We're focusing on our heart's desire. It doesn't mean the union's not there and is not achievable, but right now we have to take space from it. We have to retreat from it because the passion, the love, the desire that we're giving outside of ourselves, we need to give ourselves first. Now, I'm going to cover the masculine's energy in this reading because of the amount of mirroring that is happening, which is also telling me that if you're watching this reading for your own masculine energy, you are coming into your own union. There is a mirroring that is occurring with the masculine energy. And as far as the masculine, the outer masculine, well, that mirroring is leading to a potential reunion. So masculine's bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. And we see this Knight of Pentacles here as someone who's being very thoughtful, analytical, and slow. And this masculine, his theme for his reading towards his feminine is that he's very much trusting his inner guide. He's trusting his inner guide. He's trusting his intuition. He's in this energy of higher learning and higher mind. And that is the energy that he is using to progress and move towards his feminine. Not the player energy, not the restless energy, the energy of his soul. So his overall energy towards his feminine is justice. He knows that he needs to bring in apology, truth, balance. He knows that he needs to bring in justice for the juggling, for the third-party situations, for the imbalances. But right now, he's building strength. He's building strength. He's in the energy of expansion, and he's allowing his soul to guide him. In his headspace, when he thinks of his feminine, he's in a leadership energy. He's in the energy of the King of Wands, building that strength, building the vision to have a new cycle with his divine feminine, to communicate with feminine, and to move forward. In his heart space, there is this energy of pause because he is releasing. He is releasing the energy of apathy towards his soul connection. His feminine has been this dependable, faithful soul companion, a supportive friend and lover, someone who's been very devoted. And in his heart space, he's having this energy of epiphany. He's having the energy of enlightenment, that he didn't offer much. He wasn't giving much. He was apathetic towards his feminine. So in his environment, he's here as the king, King of Pentacles, same as the bottom of the deck for divine feminine. And what we have here is that in his environment, he's starting to feel more stable. He's starting to feel more secure. He is starting to feel more abundant about moving forward and creating something with his feminine. Now, in the environment for feminine, Nine of Pentacles, clarity, to stand alone, to be abundant, to be stable. Well, her standing on her own has allowed masculine to come forward as the King of Pentacles, to turn into the King of Pentacles, to move this connection forward. What is his energy or his perspective on the connection? Temperance card. Where do we get the Temperance card? In Divine Feminine's heart space. As Divine Feminine releases and heals and breaks down those barriers and sits in the energy of harmony, masculine starts to heal his restlessness. He starts to heal this energy of his immaturity when he communicates. He's starting to see both sides. He's starting to see his deception. He's starting to change. He's becoming much more open-minded, open-hearted, and much more wise. So we're seeing here this energy, hanged man, divine feminine right away is like, this connection is suspended from going anywhere at this time. And sure enough, it's in his heart space. This connection has been suspended because masculine has been apathetic, and he's starting to realize that. First mirroring. Okay, the second mirror that we have here is the energy of temperance, divine feminine, breaking down those walls, breaking down those barriers, standing in her strength, knowing that she can handle anything. And masculine coming into the energy of his own harmony, his own balance over his own restlessness, over his own self-sabotage and deception. There is this clarity and this breakthrough, right, that masculine and feminine both have about their connection and about each other. And what we see here is that as divine feminine stands on her own in her power, It helps masculine stand on his own and in his power to take the lead. And this is exactly what divine feminine already knows. She already knows this, that masculine is transforming into the divine masculine. Okay, coming out of distorted masculine energy. Level 3 members, we saw the perspective of each person's connection, right? Feminine's perspective on the connection and masculine's perspective on the connection. If you are a level 3 member, we will see the actual energy of the connection here. So join me on the community tab for the extended portion of this reading. If you guys want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day.